everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1978 movie Superman. So, in this movie, Kal-El of Krypton is sent by his father Jor-El to Earth right as Krypton is about to explode, and when he arrives on Earth he's still a baby, and he's adopted by Jonathan and Martha Kent. And when he grows up, he moves to Metropolis to work at the Daily Planet and becomes the titular superhero Superman, and has to save the world from one of Lex Luthor's diabolical plans. This movie is it's pretty good. I really have always enjoyed this one quite a bit. It was one of the first superhero movies I ever really remember watching as a kid. Probably the first DC movie I ever watched. It was either this one or Batman '89, but this is the only Superman movie that I actually did watch a lot as a kid, though. I didn't really get into the other Superman movies until I was a teenager, but this is a pretty entertaining movie. I think a lot of it comes down to the cast. Christopher Reeve is just absolutely perfect as Clark Kent and Superman. He just is spot on perfect casting and everything. Whenever I think of Superman, I either am thinking of him or Henry Cavill from the newer Superman movies. I love both versions and everything, and this one is more of the campy version, and that's one of the things I love about the movie, is it is really campy and corny and has a lot of really cheesy dialogue, and the visual effects are pretty wonky and everything. I'm sure they were really great for the time they came out in and stuff, but the visuals have not aged very well, but it doesn't really matter because the story makes up for it. It has a really good story, and I love the whole little subplots of Superman and Lois flying around the city. I love that whole little sequence when they're flying around the city and stuff. Just really nice touch on building their relationship, and it's very well written and everything. I love that about the movie. I do feel like that the ending was a little anticlimactic. That it kind of felt rushed and stuff. After he stops this flood from happening and stuff, Lois ends up getting killed, and he has to go fly around the world multiple times to spin it back so he can save her and everything. And that's a plot point that a lot of people hate, and I don't really necessarily hate it. I think it is kind of lame, though. Not really a good way to end the story is doing something like that, where Superman really doesn't possess the powers to turn back the world like that and stuff. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but like right after that, after he saves her and stuff, the movie just pretty much ends like really fast and everything. So it's like the ending could have been better, but I think it is still a really good movie and everything. It has a slow start. It takes a good 30-40 minutes to really get going before anything really starts happening, but in the meantime we get to learn about these characters, and it does a lot of good world building and stuff like that. And one of the things I love about this movie, even though it is a slower paced movie, it makes up with it with an engaging story, and I like that too. And I love how it kind of set up the sequel with General Zod and stuff at the beginning of the movie, seeing them put thrust off to the Phantom Zone and everything. I love that. I thought that was pretty cool. A pretty cool way to set up a sequel and everything. Which Superman 2 is a movie that I've always kind of enjoyed, and I'll talk more about next week. But and I love the costume too. I know it kind of looks cheesy and stuff now and everything compared to other superhero movie costumes and everything. But I actually prefer Christopher Reeve's costume over Henry Cavill's and everything. I like the traditional underwear outside the pants situation with Superman and everything. I've always just thought he looked cooler like that and everything. I just like my traditional Superman, and Christopher Reeves just looks like a traditional Superman, and he really is perfect in the role. To me, he's kind of like how Tobey Maguire is to Spider-Man. He's the OG movie Superman and everything, just like Tobey Maguire was kind of the OG Spider-Man for our generation and everything. I love this version of Superman and everything, and I think it's still a really fun movie. It is really cheesy, like I said, and the visual effects don't hold up very well, but aside from that, it's a good movie. I really enjoy it and everything. Some of the pacing issues kind of are a little bit annoying, but it doesn't run the movie for me, and I'm still really glad that I love this movie, because the last time I watched it, I thought maybe I'd never be able to enjoy this movie the same way again, but nope. I enjoyed this movie even more this time than I have in a very long time. So I gotta say, I love Superman, and I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's really entertaining and everything. It hasn't aged well fully as far as the effects go, but aside from that, it's still a really fun movie, and especially because of the charm of the cast and everything, especially Christopher Reeve and his chemistry with Margot Kidder as Lois Lane is really good too and everything. So but anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Superman, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.